Приветствую всех, с вами Лада. Продолжаем Thaumaturge. Музыка прикольная. Прорисовка тоже. Так, что у нас тут? Ну да. Что самое забавное? Здесь, да? Правда? Где-то тут. Хотя вот это все куплено, ну ладно. Я пока их тратить не буду. Забавно то, что я обнаружила, что в начале было написано, что я на Закавказье, что это 905 год. Да. А я потом час об этом думала. Ежедневный курьер. Начальник полиции города Варшавы доводит до сведения общественности следующую информацию. В связи с визитом в Варшаву императорской семьи количество уличных патрулей будет удвоено. Маловато. Надо утроить. Особое внимание сотрудники полиции будут уделять группам нарушителей, которые все чаще собираются близ главных улиц города с целью протеста против Thaumaturgии. Ну, все понятно, вымышленная вселенная. Выдвигая его величеству требования официально запретить шарлатанскую практику, ставящую под угрозу всеобщее благополучие. Вчера близ улицы Руманской полицией было арестовано 15 человек, нарушавших общественный порядок громкими протестами с призывами казнить любого, увлеченного в Thaumaturgии. Так, надо быть осторожней. Будучи в нетрезвом состоянии, протестующие развязали драку с прибывшими на место отрядом стражи порядка. Развлекаются. Что еще почитать есть? Когда этот выпуск курьера окажется в руках читателя, Варшава будет приветствовать на своих улицах гостей самого высокого толка. Этим полуднем наш город почтит своим присутствием его императорское величество Николай II, император и самодержавец Российской, царь польский, великий князь финляндский в сопровождении ее императорского величества Александры Федоровны. Да, долго это все читается. Это первый визит императорской четы в Варшаву. И в честь о столь долгожданном радостном событии. И весть о столь долгожданном радостном событии преобразила наш город. Улицы украсили фестоны цветов и всякой зелени. А вдоль дорог, по которым проследует монаршья процессия, ликуют толпы горожан, пожелавших отдать почести его и ее величеству от лица Варшавы и всего государства. Так, попугай пошел на взлет. А вместе с этой священной присягой речи. Ай, молодец. Полетел. Давай. Вот, мы разминаем крылышки, разминаемся. Да, умничка-то моя, умничка. Ладно, короче, все счастливы. А тут что написано? О, листовка. Революционные листовки. 11-часовой рабочий день — это путь в могилу. Согласна. Последуем же примеру рабочих немецких и английских заводов и добьемся сокращения рабочего дня до 9 часов. Мечтаете. Вместе в стачку. Бросайте инструменты и выходите на битву за наше общее будущее. Не, ну так-то да. О, еще одну очку дали. Ну, походим, может, что интересное есть. Меню. Борщ или бульон. Суп из фруктов. Суп из фруктов. Звучит оригинально. Рагу из раков. Холодец из гусятины. Это такой себе. Молодая индейка. Листья римского салата. Жареные рыжики. Огуречный салат. Компот. Крем шоколадный. Груши. Кофе. Пиво. Икра. Ну ладно. Не, ну вообще оригинально. За чтение дают опыт. Блин, как в жизни. Читаешь, обретаешь опыт. Куда? А, тут тоже можно походить. Ну-ка. Так, еженедельник «Край». Смена варшавского генерал-губернатора. Этого дня обнародовано высочайшее повеление 28 августа. Генерал-губернатор города Варшавы, командующий войском Варшавского военного округа, генерал-адъютант Максимович, снят с занимаемой должности с сохранением чина генерал-адъютанта. Должность займет его бывший заместитель генерал-адъютант Скалон. Опыт. Короче, листовки. Знаю врага в лицо. Действуя из тени, тауматурги замышляют развал государственной экономики и захват власти над обществом. Защитим наших детей от мерзости, тянущей свои поганые руки к самым непорочным умам и сердцам. Истребим гнусных паразитов. А нас не любят. Последние научные открытия доказывают, что мозг тауматурга прожжен противоестественным мышлением, а посему недопустимо ставить его в один ряд с нормальным человеком. Они видели нас насквозь. А то. Объявление. Так, разыскивается Абуарицы Неджиц. Надеюсь, я хотя бы это почитала. Лидер банды Пики, замечен вблизи улицы Вершбовой. Волосы светлые, глаза голубые, лицо округлое, рост высокий. Дополнительный предмет. Глаза выражают крайнюю степень гнева. Угу. Так, ну что, мы, скорее всего, сможем... Ну, что-то мы сможем. Так, акт 1. Так, а текстурки-то мылятся. А куда без цирка-то? А, это у вас цирк. Ну что ж.
When socialists attempt to divide Russia and her subject nations, to dent the sword that smote the enemy at Grunwald, this demands my decisive action. Thus, by my grace, I hereby appoint as Governor General of Warsaw, Georgi Antonovich Skowon.
A butcher.
А кто это?
Not a popular guy, I presume.
I see you ain't from here. That swine keeps a photo album of all the folks he's had shot at the Citadel.
Before and after execution, Варшава! The time for leniency and indulgence is over. From the moment this office is bestowed on me, no forces hostile to the subjects of Greater Russia will have any further right to exist. None! Whether it be brutal socialist subversives, communists, Jews, or other satanic provocators.
It sure knows how to unite a crowd.
Pardon me. Are you Polish?
Ну, не вижу смысла врать.
Yes, I feel Polish. My name's Victor.
Vanda.
This is Russia here. Like it or not. Варшава. Время террора закончилось. Иди нахуй! My first decision as Governor General of Warsaw. Арестовать.
А чё не на польском? Главное с душой.
Sense of timing. Of course, now they're the first ones in the fight.
Нельзя смеяться.
Самообладание,
Хотя нет.
мульяки. We
Да.
want that rebel. The loudmouth.
Damn.
What happened?
Be a gentleman. Please kneel and tie my shoe.
Ладно. Наверное, она
I didn't
что-то
dare suggest
задумала.
it myself.
Ладно, английский так английский.
Can I ask you a
Звук
tiny
выкол.
favor? The Russians can't find out about this. The military is just looking for an excuse to suppress the crowd, and these workers are dreaming of thrashing a Russian gendarme.
Either one of you confesses to disturbing the peace, or всех забирай. We'll take you all in.
You can't handle all of us.
Can you get us out of here?
Так, ладно. Сейчас еще буду параллельно английский объяснять.
I think I'm open to any kind of suggestion.
With a book like that,
Так,
I'd
клади.
find out what would convince one of these bastards to let us go. Or I'd take on that self-appointed leader of the proletariat.
Interesting strategy.
Ну, так, ладно. Ну и
Who
кто
are
ты?
you, really?
Мы нашли только что
Damsel in
друга.
distress.
Those don't
Окей,
usually hide
я люблю
ammunition in
спасать.
their stockings.
Can I explain it to you another time?
Ну,
I'm going to take a look around.
зачем сдавать? Так, выбраться. Окей. Не надо. Вообще тени можно свернуть. Так. Угу. Так, сюда, да? А можно ты свернешься? Так, помочь. Ладно, поможем. Угу. 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 Объявил бы 9-часовой рабочий день, все бы сразу обрадовались. Хорошо, метки. Надо эту распихать. Давай разовьем. Теперь ты моя зверушка. Мгм. Так, и еще одно очко можно. Ну, давай в счастливый шанс. Так, улучшение, зверство. Краша мысли. Дополнительно снижает концентрацию на 1, если враг в мучениях. А я могу в мучениях достать. Давай пока вот так сделаем. А, я их могу заменить. Тогда так пускай пока будет. Давай поговорим.
Do you think it's a good idea to stir people up and send them to face bullets and bayonets?
What do you want then? My whole life on my knees? Kissing Ruski's ass?
I was trying to keep from dragging ordinary people into the fight.
Ага.
They won't expect us to strike first. How many are coming with us?
Let's see for ourselves.
Внезапно началась драка. Так, у меня тут... Круто. Ладно, переключение. Хорошо. Призыв другого. Угу. Ну, наверное, сейчас разберемся. Так. Так, сейчас... Ага, ты будешь на втором раунде ходить. Все атаки. Тогда так и так. Полагаю... Так, враги скоро получат подкрепление. Какая прелесть. Так, кто сейчас ходит? Третий раунд. Ты ходишь. Так, диверсия. Так, получили по роже. Так, кто сейчас? Ты ходишь. Тебя надо добивать. Нет, медленно нам нельзя. Принципе, я тебя должна, наверное, все-таки прибить. Так, что второй? Ладно. Так. Ты. Так. Так. Дорогуша, ты его там не полечишь нас? Сейчас меня пристрелят, да? Так, черты. Ага. Ладно, сейчас проверим. Так, сопротивление, да? Вой. Так. А ты? Итак. Только не в меня. Ай. Ну, в общем, я пока плохо ориентируюсь. Решили, блин, проблему.
Name?
Шульский. Виктор.
One of those Shulskis?
Yes.
My condolences. Now, profile.
Thank you.
What you pissing in the bucket for, asshole?
Where else am I supposed to?
Brown in the bucket, whiz on the wall.
You better remember that, too. That bucket's gonna last you guys till tomorrow.
Can I use the phone?
Вряд ли. Угу. Читали. Ну, можно и поговорить.
What are you staring at, Ganef?
I don't know what that means.
Quit squealing. First time in the big city? Have some respect if you don't know who you're running your mouth at. He's one of them that went after the Ruskies with his bare fists.
А, ваше решение закрыли этот путь.
For being innocent,
Same as all of us. Well, are you from somebody?
Не, а то вдруг еще нападут.
My name's Viktor Szulski, and I work on my own behalf.
All right. Respect.
First of all, I am a Thaumaturge.
Нахрена?
Now them I got respect for. I know one really decent Jew from Povishla who's a wizard too.
How about you? You got a foreskin or what?
Is my foreskin any of your fucking business?
Well, no. I was just...
Schmuck. But you don't look like much of a Warsaw lad.
I'm just here for my father's funeral.
I hope you don't miss the funeral toasts. Welcome to Warsaw.
Ну, поговорили.
I wouldn't call you a master strategist.
You got away from the station, so theoretically, we achieved our goal.
You're not losing your sense of humor. I guess this isn't your first time in a place like this, is it?
We've got a little time to kill. Maybe now you can tell me more about yourself. You seem to know your way around this setting. You been here often?
I'll take that as a compliment. And sure, sometimes, if the cause demands it.
What cause?
Let's say I know certain folks who'd find polls like
Дофига
you
деловая.
Dealers in stolen Dutch pomade?
donut connoisseurs. They met at Burke Rotblitz's cafe.
I don't want to jinx it, but do you spend time there too?
If I'm not there, no one will want to talk to you. And don't worry, I don't usually hang out long in places like this.
Shulsky!
I see you won't be hanging out here long either.
Так, новая встреча. Да, женщина с панталонами полными патронов. Серьезная. Которую я встретил во время сгона демонстрантов. Она явно не впервые занимается подобной контрабандой. Но в этот раз подвязка, увы, не выдержала, и пулеры высыпались на землю. Быть может, судьба еще сведет нас вместе за пончиками. Шикарно.
Shulsky, this yours?
Ну,
That's right.
Then take it and get out of here.
Thank you.
меньше вопросов, быстрее свалим. Да, на нас теперь тоже заведено дело. А ты что хотел? Так. Так, их разыскивают. Ну, ладно. Пусть ищут. Блин, там тоже что-то есть. Давай почитаем все подряд. Все почитаем. Приказы. Усилить город. Все понятно. Так, тут я не выйду. А что не погулять? Некролог. Станислав Шульский, высокоуважаемый гражданин, благотворитель, предприниматель, отец и муж, скоропостижно скончался. Так, суббота, 7 сентября. Так, что нам мы получили? Угу. Так, во что вот воткнемся? Ну давай. Пока так будем. Я пока не знаю, во что мне развиваться, если честно. Ехать на трамвае? А неплохо. Реклама. Везде реклама. Так. Мы все прочитаем. Угу.
I'm
А ты
sure
кто?
you don't remember me. My name's Hayat, Mordecai Hayat. I wanted to offer my condolences.
Thank you.
Please, forgive my prying. I know Mr. Shulsky took nitroglycerin for his heart, but how did he pass away? Was that his cause of death? His heart?
Hmm.
I'm curious myself. I haven't had a chance to find out.
Yes, I understand. My condolences, once again.
Да проще
I'll
дурачком
leave you
прикинуться.
I'm sure you want to bid farewell to your father.
Нас
I
узнали.
think I ought to arrest you, Thaumaturge. Put your hands down. Someone might see. You still haven't figured out who I am? Don't be surprised. The last time we saw one another was 20 kilos ago.
Uncle Veronian?
I will not keep you. The guy's probably all alone back there, among those vultures circling Stasio. I'm sure she'll be glad to see you. Go on. We'll talk later.
Пойдем.
Sister?
Victor. I'm so glad you came. I wasn't sure if my telegram had reached you.
I'm glad too. How are you holding up?
All this caught me off guard, but for now I don't have time to think things through calmly. Look at yourself. What happened?
Ух.
Have you written to Mother?
Yes, but what can you expect? You know what Nadia is like. It was never her style to show up for family events like this. It's getting late, and we've still got the reading of Papa's will ahead of us at home. And I'll leave you two alone. I suppose you've got your own matters to clear up.
Fine, let's get this over with.
Ну, а чё тянуть?
So, it was me who got it right in the end. Back then, on the train platform, was the last time we saw one another. 15 years ago. After brief suffering, fell asleep in the Lord. Brief? I hope not. Did you write this yourself? A tyrant, bigot, and liar, mistakenly absolved, died after suffering all too briefly. That's better, and definitely closer to the truth. The day you died, you visited me in my dreams. I was a child when you hounded me out of here, and I remember you as you were back then. But in my dream you looked older. You gave me hell as usual. You didn't believe I'd succeed. You were wrong. I've come back with 2 salutors.
Что-то мне подсказывает,
Farewell, father.
что прощаться-то ты не хочешь.
Am I intruding?
What do you want?
Well, what do people come to funerals for? I came to pay my respects to the dead. Stanisław and I were acquainted. You might say I knew everything about your father. Mr. Victor Szulski, isn't it? Your absence from Warsaw has happily come to an end, I hope.
I haven't had time to think about it.
I understand. I hope you'll find some reason to stay here a little longer.
Но не знаю. Дядька
Again,
какой-то мутный.
my condolences.
I didn't catch your name.
My name's Konieczkin. Ivan Konieczkin. Goodbye.
Such interesting friends you had. I guess I'm more tired than I thought. Great-grandmother Josefina, a Thaumaturge.
С любовью.
Grandpa Nikodem, a Thaumaturge. I barely remember him.
Ну, пойдем тогда. Что еще почитать? Ну а что, опыт?
We can go. The hardest thing was getting the lid of the urn. The scattering I could handle.
You can play the clown, but I know how much this has cost you. I'm glad you went.
Love at a funeral. Eros post-mortem. Is it suitable for a young lady in mourning to fraternize with bachelors? Konstancja Szabłowska, the Warsaw Courier. Could I ask for a brief comment?
Hyena.
Thank you. And you, sir?
We're twins, my dear lady.
The Shulskis reunited. You don't look like a horrid cripple. Why did you leave Warsaw so quickly?
Don't tell her anything. She'll write whatever she wants anyway. And we'd better get going.
I can sort it out, but it might cause you some trouble.
It's not worth getting your hands dirty over.
Get out of here, or I might decide you're attacking an Imperial official, and you'll wake up tomorrow in the Citadel.
Are you threatening me, Judge?
I'm actually spurring you from him. Would you rather try your luck with a Thaumaturge? Come on, children. I'm sure my Pietia is already waiting for us at home.
I'd love to see my cousin.
Are you coming with us?
Ну да.
Thanks.
Get in. I'm sure the lawyer is already waiting for us.
А чё нет-то?
Miss, your guests have arrived. The lawyer's upstairs too, waiting. A trifle jittery. Wonder if the tea I made him was too strong.
Thank you, Grażyna, dear. Let the guests wait. First, I want to take care of the will.
I'll just wet my whistle and join you all upstairs.
Make sure Uncle makes it upstairs sober. And I'll suggest you don't dawdle either.
Ну что ж. Задание выдано.
Master Victor, good God! Half your face covered, but I could tell right away it was you. You looked just like your father in his youth. Completely his spitting image. Should I make you some cocoa, Master? It would warm you up a little.
No need to fuss, Grażynka. I'm used to worse chills than this.
It's lovely to see you again. But that's enough jabber for now. I've got the guests and the cocoa, and I've got to whip up some food for you all later. We'll talk soon.
Так. Хорошо. Тут пока ничего. Так. Дядя. Угу. Знакомый. Подозрительная личность. Угу. Дом. Так, 2 очка у нас есть. Так, то есть я могу, по идее, дополнительный навык. Ну, то есть пока я могу куда-нибудь сюда. Очевидная цель. Очки здоровья. Ладно, пока копим. Улица. Понял? Сад. Куда-то наверх. А тут чего у нас есть? Посмотреть. Бюст. Подвал. Ну что ж. Есть тут что-нибудь? Рецепт. Тоже рецепт.
Oh, I'm glad you're here. I thought I'd have to drink alone.
So many goodies laid out for the guests. Having trouble picking something for yourself, Judge?
But this was
Сколько
Stasios.
суровости.
It was special. Amber liqueur with quinces.
I think you mean quince liqueur with amber, right? If it's not here, I'm sure it's in the basement. But I won't grope around down there in the dark now. I've got my hands full.
Now, I don't want to trouble you either. Victor, could you track down a little bottle for your uncle?
А чё бы
I
нет?
suppose I'm obligated to accept this mission.
Good lad. A nephew like you is a treasure.
Ну, пойдем поищем. Угу. Так, бутылку нашли. Ну, мы ему сейчас отдадим.
How did it go? Mission accomplished?
Ну да.
I think this is the one Uncle wanted.
Yes. This is our little funeral battle. We would meet in Stasia's study after every funeral we went to and raised a toast to the dead. And recently, we've been seeing one another more and more at such events. More and more. But this time, even he has left me. So, to an easy death, as Stasia and I used to say.
How did he die?
Hasn't Lygia told you?
Да нет.
I haven't even had the chance to ask.
He didn't suffer, but such images in the memory are better saved for later. I'd prefer to remember him as he was alive. What then? Am I drinking alone? Familiar faces keep vanishing from my life. Stasia and my Helena before him. I miss my little darling. I miss them both. Well, obligation fulfilled. Shall we get to the reading of the will?
At the funeral, there was this sad Jewish fellow, Mordechai Hayat. Do you know him, Uncle?
He worked for Stanisław, but that was a long time ago. I don't know him more than that. So, shall we collect our inheritance?
Да пойдем послушаем.
Yes, let's find out what my father hasn't left me.
Let's begin if everyone is ready. Would you all please take a seat? Ladies and gentlemen, by the power of my office vested in me by the grace of His Imperial Majesty, the Emperor of all Russia, I hereby testify. Mr. Shulski's last will and testament were prepared several years ago in the presence of Zaslav Fedorov, Esquire, that is, myself. My last will and testament recorded in the year of our Lord 1888. In the name of the Holy Trinity. Amen. Therefore, my first irrevocable wish is to appoint as executrix of this will my daughter Lygia Szulska. Immediately after my death, an inventory shall be conducted in full accordance with the law. After completing the inventory, all my personal movables will be sold at public auction. And let the funds raised thereby be donated on the anniversary of my death to the beggars near that cemetery. The administration of the remainder of my fortune I leave, without restriction, to the person of my daughter Ligia.
I'm not even getting a teaspoon.
All movables and immovables relating to the family enterprise I entrust to the care and administration of my daughter. I do not prescribe a method of administering them. I merely offer her one piece of advice. I wish that the business should be conducted with modesty, prudence, and honesty, as I have conducted it my whole life.
A joke to the very end.
To my brother-in-law and oldest friend, Alexander Voronin, I wish to leave the following: my collection of muskets and 2 revolvers, dating to the uprising in memory of our first meeting.
Stasio, I will have plenty to do in my retirement.
Enjoy your retirement. Now, Mr. Fedorov, what did my father leave my mother?
Victor, be serious.
Nothing. There is a special item reflecting the absolute lack of any bequest to my former spouse, Nadia Fyodorovna Voronina.
Ну, подождем из вежливости-то.
I would also like to come to the aid of my only son, Viktor Shulsky,
Ничего.
by entrusting him with the use of my personal black grimoire, in the hope that he will be able to make good use of it. This is my last will and testament. Carry it out solemnly, though you may have found it burdensome. However, this last bequest poses a certain problem.
Какая?
Yes, it certainly does. And what is that, may I ask?
I am not in possession of this grimoire. The late Mr. Shulsky used it up until his death, yet no one left it with me after his passing.
Meaning it's disappeared?
Книжку
Did father have his
коммуниздили.
grimoire on him at the time of his death?
It was only because of the grimoire that we could identify him at all.
В
What actually
смысле?
happened? How did he die?
A building collapsed on top of him. I don't know any other way of putting it.
Чё?
A building? It collapsed on top of him? How?
Да,
How did this happen?
это
It
как?
was a day like any other. Papa had gone for his habitual walk. Every Tuesday and Thursday, he'd take a stroll to get some space, as he put it. When he didn't come back for a long time, I got the bad feeling something had happened. Then,
We rode there together. An entire wall of a tenement had collapsed. There were 3 victims, including Stasio, who had the bad luck to simply be walking by. To see him there in that condition, it's beyond description.
The grimoire. Could someone have taken it?
Perhaps, in all that confusion.
but why would anyone want Papa's grimoire? An ordinary person won't use it. Would the Thaumaturge just happen to be passing by?
Father had all his knowledge in there, but I don't know if it would be useful to someone other than him. I don't even know why he left it to me.
I'm sure Stasio had a reason.
Ну, а
Where did it
где это
happen?
случилось?
Where was this building?
The southern part of Śródmieście, not far from the police station. Anyway, you can miss it.
Of all the possibilities, this was the death that fate prepared for him.
He died as he lived, miserably. He couldn't have met a more fitting end after what he did to me. What he did to the Niedzic's family.
You've got to know that Papa felt guilty. Even if he didn't say so outright. I'm not going to defend him, but I can't criticize him either. Even I don't know what really happened back then with Abauritze.
An accident is what happened, and Father treated 2 kids like the worst disgraces in the world. As if it had been premeditated.
When a person dies so suddenly, their unfinished business remains. We'll never learn what Stasio carried in his heart.
What do you intend to do?
Так. Начнем с конца.
And Mordechai Chayat. Could that be a lead?
I don't think so. He worked with Father, but he left more than a year ago. I don't know why. He was an assistant at our, well, my store.
Do you know where I might find him?
Sadly, no.
Do you have any other ideas?
Father evidently knew a certain Ivan Konieczkin. Have you heard anything about him?
Konieczkin? No, doesn't ring a bell.
All sorts of people came to Papa's store. That doesn't mean every one of them might know something about the grimoire.
That's true. You've got your work cut out for you.
And where are Father's things at the moment?
You're standing at the very center of his kingdom. Not everything has been sorted through yet, but you go right ahead.
And the store? I should check that too.
I've started stock-taking there to distract myself, and I don't want you to go in there before I've finished.
As you wish.
Мгм.
I think we have to look for the answer in the place where it happened.
With your sight, you can make out more in those ruins than I, or Uncle, or Detective could. This is a good lead, but is it the only one?
Now at least I can see how little I know. Maybe these scraps of information will lead me somewhere.
Well, now that we know what's got to be figured out, forgive me, my darlings. I'm going to give my old bones a rest.
I'll see you out.
Goodbye, Uncle. And, Ligia. I'm sorry it happened this way. That I wasn't close by.
The most important thing is you're here now.
Так. В принципе... Так, давай посмотрим немножко, что тут есть. Ритуальная маска. Саквояж. Культуры. Понятно. Так. Какая-то загадочная женщина. Через это пройти. Ну, расспросим, расспросим. Давай тут походим, что-нибудь-то есть. Иерархия демонов. Бугленное письмо. Да я смотрю, тут прямо это письмо от матери. Угу. Не приехала. Письмо из Рима, дорогая сестрица. Вот, наверное, я писал, да? Некролог. Мое письмо из Варшавы. Ну ладно. Ну или откуда там еще. О, я могу переодеться. Серьезная фотография. Так, больше ничего, ладно. Бюст Силина. Неплохо. Так, у нас есть целых 4 очка. А, цена 2. Так. Повышает наносимый урон. Ну, пускай так будет.
How do you find our old stomping ground? Yes, I'm not too fond of this place either. This is where I had my last conversation with my father, just before I left. If you can call it a conversation. Can you see my dreams? Nightmares, actually. Ever since I decided to come back, I keep reliving the same memory. The loan shark incident. I've been seeing his death more and more lately. I wonder if his shop is still there. Perhaps we should go there and check.
Отличненько. Ну вот, тут мы все обшарили. Наверху тоже, да? Нет. Так, коллекция книг о сверхъестественном. Замечательно. Ух ты. Дома отца в последнее время были заняты, а скорее даже порабощены поиском знаний. Мания эта уходит куда глубже, присущая ему тяги к познанию мира, по которой я его помню. Нет, он искал нечто конкретное, выслеживал салюторов, цеплялся за любую загадку, связанную с тауматургией. Вот только я пока не знаю, куда привели эти поиски. Завещание. Кстати, тут тоже еще что-то есть. Ну-ка. А тут ничего нет. Да, посмотреть. Так, ну тогда мы сейчас вниз.
The telephone.
И кого ж там принесло?
Hello?
I talk here? Do you hear me now? Victor? Victor, are you there?
Grigori? Yes.
Victor, where are you?
On the other end of the line, at home, where the telephone rang.
Incredible.
Has something happened?
To me? No. I am telecommunicating with you to say I found lodgings here in Warsaw. If you need me. I'm by the cemetery. What number is it? Yes. 7 Povoskoska Street. Number 7 by cemetery. Povoskoska.
I'm glad. It's good to hear your voice.
It's good to hear you as well. Goodbye. I want to end now. What do I... like this? Wonderful device. Remarkable. Hello? Oh, and now?
Сколько радости, а? Так, ну ладно. Разбираться со всеми этими тонкостями мы будем уже в следующей серии. Так, черный гримуар нам надо найти. Видимо. Так. Валвериф. Ух ты. Первый салютер моего отца. Ясно. Видимо, его тоже придется ловить. Ага, вот. Шурале. Лживое лесное создание. Так. Повисли. А, повисли. Сложно. Вот. Расспросим сестру. Но все это уже как-нибудь потом. Спасибо за просмотр. Хорошего вам дня и пока-пока.